Good day, thank you for lending an ear to the Voice of the Times for Wednesday, November 24, 2021. For today's editorial, put the reins on Philippine sports governing bodies. The Philippines is again at risk of losing one of its most promising athletes after a controversy erupted earlier this week between world-class pole vaulter EJ Obiena and the Philippine Track and Field Association or PATAFA. This is not the first time that the Filipino achievement in sports has been overshadowed by the embarrassing antics of officialdom, and unless the government finds a way to step in and limit the abuses by governing organizations, it won't be the last. The current dispute arose when Patafa accused Obiena of not paying his coach, Vitaly Petrov, with the 85,000 euros or 4.8 million pesos in financial assistance the organization had provided to pole vaulter based on a complaint letter supposedly sent to Patafa by Petrov. Patafa has demanded that Obiena return the money. In a press conference, however, a clearly annoyed Obiena showed reporters a rather different letter from Petrov to Patafa President Philip L. Huico. Petrov wrote, "I must say, I do not understand what this federation or Patafa is doing and what comes out of this. I have been fully paid by EJ, both directly and indirectly. I have no problem with EJ Obiena." Petrov, who is generally regarded as the best coach in the sport, has been Obiena's coach since 2018. Obiena is currently ranked 5th in the world and broke the 23-year-old Asian pole vault record with a leap of 5.93 meters at a tournament in Austria in September. Despite being at the top of his game in receiving a clear-cut vote of confidence from his coach, the 25-year-old Obiena has said that he is so frustrated with the character assassination being aimed against him by Patafa that he might retire from the sport. We hope that does not happen, but Obiena would not be the first star driven out by the greedy small-mindedness of sport authorities. Chess phenomenon Wesley So transferred his professional affiliation and finally his citizenship to the US due to a lack of care here at home. Up and incoming golfer Yu Sasso recently announced she would exercise her birthright to claim Japanese rather than Filipino citizenship. She did not complain about authorities here, but on the other hand, her choices makes it clear the nurturing environment for her sport is better elsewhere. The problems do not stop there in dragon boat racing, a sport in which Filipinos excel. Success has been stymied by a years-long squabble between two organizing bodies, both claiming legitimacy. On a bigger scale, questions about the spending of funds for the 2019 Southeast Asian Games by that event's organizing committee remain unanswered 2 years after the Games ended. Even Olympics superstar Heidelin Diaz as late as 2019 expressed frustration at the lack of support offered by the country's authorities in the run-up to the 2020 Olympics. Those ruffled feathers have been smoothed in the wake of her gold medal triumph in Tokyo last year, but some have noted that much of the assistance she received to prepare for the Games, including being able to continue training after being marooned by the COVID-19 pandemic, came from Malaysian and not Filipino supporters. We have to wonder how many potential champions among our young people are discouraged from pursuing their dreams by the likelihood that the national officials who should support and encourage them will only put additional hurdles in their path. It should not be the case that the Philippines is known more for sports controversies than sports champions, but it is, and something needs to be done about it. Some may argue that diverting the attention of Congress to address the issue of misbehaving sports governing bodies is a low priority compared with other national concerns. That is not unreasonable, but by the same token, the matter is by no means inconsequential. There are billions in public and donated funds at stake that are either being misused or used unproductively. Likewise, the positive benefits of encouraging our youth to engage in healthy, competitive pursuits is no small matter, nor is a national pride. Looking into whether some regulation of sports authorities is needed may not be Congress's most important job, but it is far from the least. And that's the editorial for Wednesday, November 24, 2021. For more news and information, get a copy of the Manila Times on print. Subscribe to its digital edition or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram and listen to the voice of the Times.